Hey guys, it's John.
And Kimmy.
And welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. It's been like a week since we've recorded, so I just want to catch up where we are real quick. Okay, so we've gone through the blue room, which was the rec room. And now...
Right, wow.
Let's see, we hit betray on K. That's right, K and we both betrayed each other.
Right, because we knew he was gonna.
And then we found Quark in the pod.
And we don't know who put him in there.
Yeah, now we're going in the pantry. I guess they'll catch us up, because I can't remember exactly what they're doing. This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
We haven't gone through this room yet.
I know, I'm excited to do it. It looks annoying.
Yeah.
Look at all those boxes.
All that, yeah. And you do have to interact with those boxes.
Oh, geez.
Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Oh yeah, and we sprayed Dio's wrist.
So we know that he killed the lady.
He admitted to killing the lady. He says he didn't kill Alice or Luna, though.
Which... I think I believe him, because why would he lie about that?
He lies about everything? I don't know.
Does he, though? Well, he kind of does, I guess. As far as we know.
He's been caught in a lot of lies.
Yeah.
But,
I just don't see why it would benefit him to lie about that.
what did we do with Dio?
Probably so we don't think he's so... Oh, we put him in the pod.
We put him in the pod, okay. I couldn't remember if that had happened yet or not.
Yeah, we put him in the
So
pod.
I didn't want to say it.
I appreciate it.
It's hard to, like, reconcile, like, what I've previously experienced and what we've experienced so far and make sure I don't get them mixed up.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Dwayne.
That would be very difficult to do.
No one here either, huh? Temioji loves scotch so much. Thought I might find him here drinking some. Oh yeah, Temioji and Clover are somewhere.
Yeah, that's who we're looking for. Because we're the only 5 left, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Luna and Alice are dead. Quark is in the pod. Yeah.
And now Dio's in the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. Oh yeah, and his key is missing. Because somebody opened the Golem Bay.
Right.
And the safe was open.
And we don't know who that was.
He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry. That sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck do they make you wear that thing anyway? I still don't remember anything.
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes,
What'd you remember?
my father.
When Dad, do you remember that?
It's like the worst attempt at a pun I've ever seen.
No, I think it's a typo.
You think it's just a typo? Yeah.
I think they had Dad on the brain and they just wrote it, and then it never caught it because it's a word, you know?
Right, and it's a word that goes with what they're talking about. Oh my gosh.
When did you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
It is a pun.
Oh, it is a pun, okay.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Sigma likes puns, though. So you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
That's impossible, Kay. Oh. So your dad raised you.
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
I know.
Baby K!
I know, right? He's had different sized suits on since he was a baby.
Apparently.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him when he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned how to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon, I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward the bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in his life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I had shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before, it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful. Most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead her to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working towards. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned.
Is he a clone?
I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid, and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me, He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. It's a lot.
That was so much.
It's a lot.
Good job reading.
Thank you.
That was great.
There's a lot of little things I noticed in there that I hadn't noticed before. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be all right if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Uh-oh. I don't like leaving him alone.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I better get moving then. Right?
I don't like leaving him alone. Thanks.
I just looked over and you were like...
I know. I keep trying to like sit up really straight, but it's like me being like... In order to not be like...
I just looked over.
That was me sitting up.
No, I know. It's just the camera was really high.
I'm just
Stepped
short.
out.
Stepped out.
Stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi.
Phi! I forgot about Phi.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah,
Where's Kay?
he's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door of the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
Guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really?
What a thing to say to someone.
Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out my ears. Gross. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. You heard that, right?
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look. Wait, who could it be? It could be Temioji or Clover.
I mean, it could, because we don't know where they are.
Dio's in the pod.
That might have been... What if it was Dio banging on
There's
the pod?
nobody here.
But the treatment center's on the next floor down. This is what we heard on this floor. Maybe they got on the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Somebody took the elevator down.
Was someone dead in it?
Thought so.
Let's go.
Thought so.
No.
No.
We have a lot to talk about at the end of this
Yeah, we
episode.
do. Yeah.
This is where things started coming together a little bit for me. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine.
No.
Temioji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, made both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine.
There's so much happening.
Are they fine? Are they fine?
No, they're not fine.
We head to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. This is Quark's pod.
Right. Is it empty? No, he's there. Okay.
There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Let's open his. What the hell?
Check his pulse!
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway.
Oh my god.
His bracelet's off.
Yeah.
Looks like he...
He was strangled?
Yeah. He's dead.
Look,
Status, dead.
The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
He's suffocated. That means he asphyxiated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Clover.
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go.
Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. Took a deep breath and followed. This is the first time... Well, no, it's the second time we found Dio dead. No, third time.
What were the first two times?
The first time was when we found everyone dead in the infirmary, except
Right.
Kay.
Right.
And then the second time was when we found Kay and Dio dead in the rec room.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay, wake up! Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
Catch him up. We explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
What? No! That's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, which is possible,
Yeah.
killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Yep.
Well, in that case, fine. I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Yep. I was just thinking
It's
that.
interesting, because in the other path, when we brought up that Quark could have killed Tenmyoji and Clover, or Kay and Dio, Phi acted like we were monsters for suggesting that.
Oh, that's true.
Remember?
Yeah.
She was just like, or wait, no, she didn't. Because we thought that Quark was, we kept saying Quark was dead.
Right.
And she was like, he's not dead. That's what she
Right.
was getting mad at us. So never mind, ignore everything I just said.
Okay. Yeah.
Because she actually did bring up that it could be Quark last time too.
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
He's not wrong.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
All right, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse.
Did you get Dio's
Maybe Clover and
bracelet?
Tenmyoji are already there.
It was already gone, wasn't it?
Where is
No, it
Dio's
was-
bracelet?
He brought it up. It was off, but it was by his wrist.
Oh, I didn't see it.
He was like this, and it was like right here.
Oh.
His what?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair of bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
Interesting.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
All right, let's get going.
Is he gonna kill Quark? Like, shouldn't we all go together? I'd be pissed if they were like, no, let's split up.
You think Kay's gonna kill Quark?
I don't know. It's just, why is
would
he
he do
going
that?
alone?
Shit! They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet.
Or
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Phi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too.
That's her I'm stuck with Dio face.
Yeah. Her, I'm exhausted.
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I
point.
can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see.
But they're inside. They just can't go.
That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die?
I
mean, you're a monster who lives?
I hate to say it, but
Arg! God damn it!
damn it.
This was bad. What's it gonna do? I need to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had...
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me about that.
Ooh, this is because we got the clover ending.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this wouldn't unlock.
Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurine. I knew it!
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
Does he have time?
Of course. The antidote.
The antidote?
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit.
Oh my god.
Sigma! Where are you going?
Stay here. I'll be right back. I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room. He's gonna get the neostigmine.
Oh my god. Doesn't that only have enough for one?
Possibly. It's gonna be okay.
Oh my god, no, not
It's gonna be
Phi!
okay.
Oh, we just learned so much about K.
We can't even inject K.
That's true. So it has to be Phi.
I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. Please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. It wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until...
Boom.
Aha! Found it! Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit. I can't save both of them.
1 minute remains until
Sigma!
chromatic doors close.
Run!
Stressful. Well, 1 minute. Shit. I spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
3, 2, 1. Chromatic doors closing.
You
No.
idiot.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked, and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No. I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote, before my bracelet injected me with tubocurarine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open.
Like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I gonna choose? Phi or Kay?
How would you inject K?
Right? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer.
Me.
Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma. What the hell did you...
I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on K. It'd never get through the metal.
Nice.
Acting!
Then
Dang!
why didn't you inject yourself?
Guess you got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind.
You're the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more tender?
No. Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not gonna...
Take it! We're not gonna take it.
No, we're not gonna take it.
Her words slurred and slowed, and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing, and see her chest rise and fall.
Hey, stare away, man. You're dying.
Good. Fi's gonna be alright. But K. Oh yeah, right. He's weak. I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open. There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
Wait. Then look, it's turned. But what could he have? It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No. It was empty when I found it.
So he did find the key.
But what if he'd lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he'd gotten it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had.
So is that even K?
Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled towards Kay. Kay! Wake up! Come on, talk to me! I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. So they were like they were here.
Oh my gosh.
He and Fi were like right there. I bumped into Fi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then, you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Fi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door.
This is like Danganronpa right here.
Right? It's like a plot. It's like a murder plot.
It really is.
It's like we're at the trial right now. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Kay, wake up! Something's happened. You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes. Your reasoning is correct. I killed him.
Why?
Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me.
The old woman?
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
What?
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on.
Here.
What do you mean here?
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important.
Say it!
Must pay attention.
Oh my god.
Cannot forget.
Forget? It wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
Milkavoli.
Milkavoli. Milkavoli.
Milkavoli. Hang on. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I was typing in a notepad. I know there's like a memo section, but fuck that.
This
Milkavoli.
will open the second gate.
Well, that's just one of the two that we need. Oh, what the hell? Hey! Kay! Who told you to tell me this? No! Who are you? Show me! Show me who you really are! I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off.
Did his face come off with it?
What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. Second drug, tubocurarine. My vision began to blur, and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away, and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness.
What?
We got a lot to talk about. Kay's ending is... it might be my favorite.
What?
Right?
Okay. All right, let's talk about this.
Kimmy's...
I'm very bothered. All right, so Kay tells a story of how he grew up there in that laboratory.
Well, did you notice that in his story, when they had showed the set table, that was the table in the lounge.
Oh my god. That was a table in the lounge.
That was the table in the lounge. They also showed a shot from the laboratory.
They did?
Yeah, with the microscope and the vats of goo on the wall. They showed a shot from the laboratory too.
Oh my god.
So there were hints at
That
and
he was
had
there.
said he did say previously that he felt like he had been here before.
Yes, he did. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so his father created him to work on his research. So the music got really intense. So does that mean that he's a clone? Or is he twins with Sigma and they stole him or something? Do we know anything about Sigma's life?
We just know that he was at university pulling a late night studying when he got gas in his car.
Yeah. So we haven't heard him talk about his family or anything, right?
No.
We don't know anything about him.
I mean, we didn't really hear Junpei really expand on much besides that he knew Akane when he was younger either. So
right. And they have bullies at their school.
Yeah, who tried to burn kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hurt rabbits.
Yeah. So weird. Okay. So they have the same face, which could mean that they're either twins or clones, or somehow time is getting messed up big time.
There's like a million possibilities, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, he could be Sigma from another dimension.
Yep.
He could be Sigma's clone, or Sigma could be his clone, or they could both be clones.
Of the father, who could be Zero Senior.
Right.
So it could just be Sigma,
It's the K ending. You can't really...
K, and Kend.
Finally, we get to add another
face. It's about
Ah,
time.
thank God. Look at that.
That's a good one. That's a really good ending.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just real quick. So I would say at about this point, we're around halfway through the game.
Really?
Yeah.
And we only have 3 endings? Like 3 people endings?
Remember, here, I'll show you.
Oh, that's right.
Remember
Because we
we've-
have to unlock quite a bit.
We've done a lot of this one right here. So but we had to stop.
Right. And then that other one that we still have to unlock.
Yeah. Like, we're about halfway.
Yeah.
Because if we complete Luna's branch, that'll be
About a
2/3.
Yeah.
Right? Roughly.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, oops. So yeah. On Friday's video, we're going to go back here and we're going to betray Luna in the first AB game. And it's going to start like way over.
Yeah. And then we'll break it back down.
So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so we finally got to see Kay's face.
And it's our face. At
Yeah.
first I was like, is that Junpei? Is that Junpei? And then I was like, oh, it's Sigma. I already forgot what he looked like.
Yeah.
Because we've only
But
seen
he
Sigma's
did-
face like twice or something.
He revealed some pretty concrete information.
Yes, he
that
did.
He grew up at that facility.
Yes.
That the old woman was there.
Yes.
And that she was like a mother figure to him.
Yes. And she was his mother.
Yeah.
Because she told him that she fell in love with his father and was secretly his mother.
Did she tell him that? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I was like,
Yeah.
secretly? From the kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that makes me think potentially that the deadly research is the nunnery game.
well, she did say she would have to die for their research to succeed, and she did die.
But did she die in the way that they planned?
Right. Because if Dio killed her, and Dio was sent there
To kill her.
it seems like it might be an interference attempt.
Yes.
On whatever is going on.
Right.
So was that planned, or it seems like it was not. But
So I wonder then if this nunnery game is related back to the pharmaceutical company in the first game.
they are using Soparil Beta.
They are using Soparil Beta.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is what you're thinking of.
Right.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if Zero Senior is freaking what's his face?
Ace.
Yeah. I would lose my mind if it was Ace.
And he's like in the facility, just stabbing people.
And this is actually like
I'm back stabbing people again, Junpei.
but it's actually like before 999 happened and
This is actually a prequel to
yeah, and Clover and Alice are like somehow pulled in through space-time continuum because why the
Yeah.
hell not? Oh my god. Oh my god.
So yeah, this is a good. It was a good ending. I enjoy the K ending because it does like
They give us a bone.
it gives you.
Good god.
Yeah, they give you a bone finally because it's like Temioji's ending.
I wanted more from it.
Temioji's ending is like
He bought me some root beer floats.
Yeah.
and it's like okay. Although that's not true because like you do get to see that he has June's picture in the director's office, so that's something.
And she was once the woman he loved.
Yeah, so you can
Is what they
speculate
allude to.
about his identity. And then Clover's ending, honestly, I think is like kind of the worst.
I already forgot about it.
She talks about how she's in the secret organization with Alice, like a counterterrorism group. So,
yeah.
And they picked up people that were in the nonary game because they had, I think she call them espers? I think
she had a different name for them, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she used the term espers.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, no, Kay's ending was so good.
So, yeah, I really like Luna's branch a lot, and I'm glad that we're doing it. But, like, I feel like we appreciate it more now than if we had started here. This is why I wanted to do it second. Because, like, I feel like Tenmyoji's area sets a good foundation for things.
Mm-hmm. For like, how it's paced.
Yeah, and then, like, I feel like things open up a lot more with Luna's branch. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, structurally, I'm liking the path that we're taking so far.
And we're going to be taking a new route on Friday. So, we'll probably do the escape room. Which I guess will be the red door. Whatever's the red door.
Is that the pantry?
Probably the pantry.
Yeah. Let's do the pantry.
Fucking pantry. Well, it'll be us, Alice, and one other person, I think. Luna?
Well, it's Luna's branch, so we have to go through with Luna.
No, we don't. Because we went through... No, because we're partnered with Alice here.
Oh, right. I was thinking we're partnered with Luna. No, because we have to betray her.
No, we betray Luna, and then the new...
Oh, that's where it starts, right. Yeah, so she's not going to want to be with us.
Yeah, so we're partnered up with Alice. We did go with Luna to the Golem Bay, which was here.
I really liked the Golem Bay.
And then here, we were with Alice and Kay. So I think here it's Alice and... someone else.
Do you think the Golem Bay is the educational software that Kay was talking about?
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
But, yeah.
I can't wait to get to Alice's timeline. I'm real excited about that.
Alice's branch is best to do last, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right. Well, yeah, like I said, we're about halfway through the game, so...
There had better be some time bending, some cloning. I'm very excited.
I don't think this isn't a spoiler. By the end of this game, you're going to be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. No, I'm prepared.
I'd be very surprised if you could predict exactly what's going down, because I figured out some of it, but
the majority, you're like, what?
There's a lot of, like, it's much more, like, complex than 999's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. We'll see you guys on Friday.
Think critically.